Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Season 2 of The Boys. So in Season 2, Billy, Butcher, and the boys continue their efforts to take down and expose the Seven and Vought International, while also dealing with the pressure of being wanted by the government. Just make sure to be caught up on Season 1 because this video will contain spoilers for that season. So many people consider this to be an improvement over Season 1. And I mean, Season 1 was amazing to begin with, so what does that say about it? So if you enjoyed everything about the first season, then you'll have a blast with Season 2. So let's get into it. So firstly, it was interesting to see the public response to the revelation that superheroes aren't necessarily born the way they are. Instead they're made by means of being given the compound V substance. It's very reminiscent of how conservatives and Republicans do their best to cover things up and avoid starting panics whenever they've done something wrong and they're exposed for it. And Billy and the boys being on the run from the government was cool to watch. So if you're into fugitive type stories, then yeah, you'll enjoy that. Now as far as the characters go, if you remember the Season 1 cliffhanger, you'll know that Billy came face to face with Becca, along with her son, with Homelander being the father of course. But they've since been moved to another location, and in exchange for that location, Billy agrees to catch a terrorist for Colonel Grace Mallory, a new character. Plus, the season also delves a bit into Billy's family history. Because of how things played out in Season 1, there's a rift between Huey and Billy, and it grows throughout the season. But on the bright side, he and Starlight are still together at this point, and they meet up every once in a while to share information when it comes to their continuing efforts in taking down and exposing Vought. We learn more about Frenchie's past in the season, plus Kimiko reunites with a familiar face. Now when it comes to the Seven, Homelander's leadership is challenged when a new soup is brought on board by the name of Stormfront, who I'll get to in a bit. Plus, he also tries to be a father to his and Becca's son, Ryan, even though she can't stand it. By doing so, he hopes to fill in the void left by the death of Madeline Stillwell. Then we have Stormfront, the newest addition to the Seven. Not only does she have plans for the Seven going forward, but she also has a secret past and a message that she's trying to get across to not only America, but possibly the world. Maeve is doing her best to keep her relationship with her ex-girlfriend Alina a secret, considering Homelander will more than likely kill her if he were to find out. The Deep joins a church in order to regain favor with the Seven, and this in itself leads to a lot of opportunities. A-Train has now recovered from his coma and threatens to expose Starlight's involvement with Huey. There's a couple of new characters worth mentioning, such as Stan Edgar, the new CEO of Vought, played by Giancarlo Esposito, who we all know from the Breaking Bad universe as Gus Fring, and Lamplighter, a former member of the Seven, played by Shawn Ashmore, who you might remember as Iceman from the X-Men films. There's also an ongoing mystery throughout the season about a head-popping assassin who can make people's heads explode. Kind of like that iconic scene from the movie Scanners. The season also cranks the political subtext up to 11, so much so that it borderlines on overload and goes beyond any inkling of subtlety from the first season. Some people took issues with this, they don't like it when entertainment goes overboard with politics. But considering the timing of the social issues covered in the season, as well as just the fact that this show has never been subtle with its themes and messages to begin with, it suited the story and I didn't see anything wrong with it. And the finale was even better than the Season 1 finale, plus it tied up so many loose ends that the show could have actually ended with this season and it would have been okay, but the story is far from over obviously, and I'm sure there's plenty of source material from the comics still to adapt, and the show is a phenomenon, so the folks over at Amazon are gonna keep it going for as long as they can, which is fine as long as they don't force the show to overstay its welcome. So the only problem I have with this season, as I do with pretty much every season of the show so far, is the format. The first 2 or 3 episodes can be very slow because of that. I don't expect them to change it at all because it's not gonna happen no matter how much I want them to change it. But I would like a bit more momentum in the beginning of each season, especially from season 4 onwards, because even season 3 had some slow patches. Other than that, everything else was fine. So yeah, those are my thoughts on season 2 of The Boys. Next time I'm going to be looking at season 3, and I'm hoping to bundle that video with a quick review of The Boys Presents Diabolical, an animated spin-off series which aired earlier this year. So thank you all for watching, guys. Please be sure to like the video, share it and subscribe, ring the bell, take care, and I'll see you soon.